Hi guys, how are you doing? Hi Maria, welcome.
Hey.
Hi, I'm waiting for Cooch, but she's having a little issue, and I think there she is. I see her name. Add her to the stream. Oh my God. Hi, Cooch.
Hello. I
Hi.
didn't like have my camera. Come on.
I don't want to see. You can turn your camera off. Cooch, look at the bottom. It says stop cam. You can turn your cam off.
Well, this sounds crazy.
So guys, just let me tell you, there is no bashing. There won't be any bashing in here. There won't be any disrespect in here. Okay? We're not here to bash anyone. I am here to discuss what I saw last night, which has my head spinning still. I'm sorry. It's enough is enough. I cannot believe what I witnessed last night. I really can't. And I don't know why I can't, but I witnessed it. And anybody that was in there saw it as well. So I'm going to start by saying welcome everybody to the chat. I see there's a lot of new people in here, and thank you. Just be respectful of everybody in the chat, because I've already instructed Susan and Sweet but kind of sassy and the mods. There will be no disrespect tolerated. So time them out, hide them from the channel. It doesn't matter to me. I just want everybody to be respectful, because this is a really, really serious situation here. You have people involved that all the way around, it's just nasty. So Maria, do you want to start? Hi, do you want to start?
Do I want to start? Oh, I don't know. Obviously that was a big fat mess yesterday. It seemed like, Monica was just trying to give backstory to the whole entire thing. And people just keep saying that she is almost like a puppet master. She's just sitting back and sort of throwing grenades. And John is, doing what she says. And it's just like, that's just not the situation.
Okay. So, but before then, before Sherelle and Perry came on, John and Monica and, and the rabbit was there, which I really like the rabbit as well. She had been accused of being Monica. So they were there to give their backstory or to give their side of what was going on. I know John felt that he was in the middle. He tried to remain neutral. We did a stream together the other day, myself, John, and Sherelle. Everybody was asking him where Sherelle was. They thought there was an issue going on. And I myself told him, I said, hey, sooner or later, you're going to have to say something, because every stream you go in, everybody's asking you. I didn't know there was any issues. As far as I knew, they didn't have any issues. They were still friends. Everything was going along fine. I didn't know, anything. We did the stream, and then I don't know what happened. Then we get on, John wanted to go. He comes back later on and he said he quit. Don't know what that was for.
I think he gets over emotional about all of this stuff. He's getting, people are DMing him constantly, and he doesn't get a break from it, even when he's not, live. People are just at him constantly. So when people say, he needs to stay neutral and just not say anything, it's like not even an option, because it just keeps coming at him constantly behind the scenes.
So, he comes back, he says he quit, and everybody was DMing me, hey, talk to John. I had people sending me messages on YouTube. Can you please check on John? Can you please check on John? Because I guess someone did a stream that was really nasty, I guess, aimed at John. Don't know, because I didn't see it. I don't know, so I can't speak on it. I didn't see it. So, I checked on him. And then, he and I talked. I said, well, let's just go live. Let's just have a fun stream, let people know that you're still here. And, I just figured he would take a few days off and just come back refreshed and rejuvenated.
He did for a second, right?
Yep.
He tried.
So he and I were on stream. He gets a message. And, I myself personally, that was my feelings, thought it shouldn't have been read online. And then I read somewhere in the chat where someone said, don't gaslight John. Let John say what he wants to say. It's his channel. So I took that. I said, okay, John, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to gaslight you. This is your channel. Say what you have to say. I'm just going to sit here and let you speak your piece. You
weren't gaslighting. I just want to be clear. You weren't. Some people just throw that word out there, and it could be, suddenly you're looking at everything you're doing and thinking, oh no, what did I say? What did I do? You didn't.
Well, again, it's his channel, so he should be allowed to say what he wants to say.
Absolutely.
Everybody says what they want to say on their channels. So why shouldn't he say what he wants to on his channel?
Also, whether he defends himself or not, he is going to get the same amount of hate either way.
I don't understand where the hate is coming from. So, we continue. Then we get off a live. Another live took place. Next thing I know, I get a text message. Hey, can you get in the chat? John's going live. There's nobody in there. And I'm like, John's going live? So I get in the chat, and it was filling up really, really fast. So, John comes on with Monica and the rabbit, and everything was pretty calm. Everything's going, they're giving the backstory of where all of this is coming from. And then all of a sudden I start seeing all this stuff in the chat, and I'm like, okay, you don't want to disrespect the panelists. You don't want to, you never want to have your guests disrespected.
True.
So I'm in the chat and I'm blocking things. I'm like, oh my God, this is getting out of hand. So I see Perry in the chat. He's talking. I'm not blocking him. I'm letting him say what he has to say because, again, they're friends. I don't know, so they're friends. I'm letting them say. So then everybody's saying, drop the link, drop the link, drop the link. John drops the link. Well, John says, well, I'm not going to be chicken or something. He goes, nobody dropped the link for me, but I'm going to drop the link. So then Perry comes up. So after that,
he was gaslighting, just so you guys know. He was gaslighting. He was making it seem like everything John was saying was crazy and that it was a lie and that he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's what gaslighting looks like, was what Perry was doing last night. He comes in and he starts off with a calm tone, but it's immediately belittling. And what was the goal? He's just trying to pick and needle and just find little cracks and just take advantage of them. It was gross.
I don't
agree.
Cooch, what do you have to say?
So far, I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay, so I'm just want to make sure that I'm not. So then, they're talking. Perry brings up the stuff about Monica outing their marriage. This when everything went crazy. So then Cody jumps in. Cody's saying, he's trying to say what happened. I guess Perry kept talking and Cody just starts going, you're not going to overtalk me. And Cody kept going because he wanted to get out what he had to say. So that narrative didn't go over too well. So Cody came out and said exactly what happened as far as he was concerned and why everything came out the way it did months ago. Am I missing anything? Because I'm serious. Nope. I'm in the chat and I am going through this chat. And I'm like, oh my God. So then all of a sudden, Cody finishes what he's saying.
But that wasn't even, Cody never should have gotten the blame for that.
Nope.
At all, because this came from, I don't know, maybe a week or two earlier. Jen Bailey, I think, and somebody else came into Sherelle's chat and were pointing the finger at Amber, saying that Amber had gotten floor plans to Sherelle's house. And obviously that's going to be very upsetting for anybody. And Sherelle was very upset by that.
Yes.
In that same conversation, they also said that Amber told them that Sherelle and Perry were married. So that's actually where it came out. Cody never brought it out. Monica never started the rumor. They admitted it was, or they clarified that was true. They are married when Jen Bailey and the other YouTuber came up on their live explaining or telling them those things.
Okay, so I just have to correct something. So
okay,
I don't know. I heard parts of what Jen was saying. Don't get me wrong, but that rumor was started by another YouTuber. Well, not the rumor, the other YouTuber brought up their marriage and outed their real names. And that was maybe a month or two before that. Okay, so that's the backstory to that. I'm not calling any other person's names, but that story came from someplace else that just got repeated and repeated and repeated.
Cody and Monica never had anything to do with the truth coming out as far as they were married. And quite frankly, when people found out they were married, they were really excited and loved the fact that they were married and running a channel together like that. They thought it was great. And it actually, I believe it helped them immense, or, it helped them a lot more.
It did. It didn't hurt their channel at all. The secret was unnecessary, but maybe it changed the dynamic. I guess he couldn't be the bad guy anymore. Perry couldn't come in and attack people now because we know that that's her husband. But I don't know if that was really ever the shtick. So I don't know why it was a problem. And I have no idea what Sherelle is mad about with regard to Monica at all. I don't get it. It's weird.
Cooch, what do you have to say, baby?
As far as that point goes, I think I made it.
Okay, so that was dispelled. Okay, Cody came out and said Monica had nothing to do with that. So then I'm serious. I am the name calling. I have watched when they have dispelled this person's husband for being a military man, saying that you don't talk about people that way, in the military, the code of honor, the code of ethics. I know for a fact my sons are in, all three of my sons, two of them are now still active duty. My boyfriend spent 22 and a half years or 23 years in the Marine Corps. I've heard him say the word, never addressed it to, but he was getting in an accident and he said, "This bee is about to hit me." When you're sitting on a panel and you're calling women bitches and hoes, and yes, I'm saying that because it was said.
And he also called you something else a long time ago.
Girl, that to me, I never even responded to that because I know full well I'm not a cotton picking field hand. Okay?
Yeah.
I know that. So I didn't respond to that. The whole thing is when you sit up there and you're disparaging women and the names that were being called. Rabbit was sitting there and she was just, she was talking, and then you can see she was getting really, really uncomfortable. And she, even with all the yelling, she's saying, "John, thank you for having me on your channel. I appreciate it. I just came up because I wanted to just dispel the rumor that I am Monica, whatever. And she dismissed herself. Monica is sitting there and then she was trying to talk, and the yelling, the cursing, I was flabbergasted. And I'm reading the chats. I am reading the stuff that is being said. I am deleting. I am hiding people because they were saying some of the most
And we had it coming from all angles. We had Monica lovers and haters, Sherelle lover and haters, John
John
lover
had
and
lots of
haters.
It was coming from
Um,
all over. It was over 2,000 people in that chat. And to try to, everybody has an opinion. You can be respectful and get your point across. But the name calling, you're this, shut the F
that's
up.
right, John and Nosey's crew, which was the most vile.
I don't know whose crew they belong to, because let me tell you, I've never watched her. I don't know anything about her. I just started going into Sherelle's lives not too long ago. And I don't watch all this stuff. People send me stuff all the time. Oh, did you see so-and-so said this? No, I don't. Yvette can tell you, I don't watch it. She'll say, oh, you need to, I don't watch this because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear people going at people the way they go at people, because there's so many other things that are going on. And my whole thing is, you're going after a woman because she has an avatar, but whatever happens, and here's my thing, everybody runs their channel the way they run it. Whatever happens on All About the Tea happens on All About the Tea. Whatever happens on Sherelle's World, Sherelle's Way, it happens over there. They run their channels the way they want to. My point was watching grown people last night, name calling, finger pointing, thumbs. It was disgusting. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way.
It was unnecessary and it didn't make any sense. There was no conversation to be had. Sherelle had made up her mind. She was laser focused on just shouting and shouting, show your face or whatever it was. I don't even remember, but it was petty and it didn't make any sense.
Would you show your face? Seriously, would you show your face?
What's the motive to show your face? There's no motive.
I don't know if you guys know, I've said it before. Christ's husband has over 2 million damn followers. Never showed his face one time.
Corpse husband, yep. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you show your face or not. Nobody is going to be more honest or dishonest when you see their face, because we know plenty of dishonest people who never show who do show their faces in the real world. So.
Yeah. And if you see them in the eye, are you suddenly now going to trust everything they say when you didn't before, and all of your horrible feelings are going to melt away? Or are you going to become more laser focused now that you know exactly what that person looks like? And now you're going to really focus your anger directly at that person. There's no benefit to showing your face if that's the way you've already set up your show. It's cuckoo.
What's the point? And I'm sitting there going, is there an end game? Because, this started last year when, and when I heard, John and I have remained friends throughout all of this. Everybody was shocked. John and I have remained friends. I wasn't on his panel because I was showing my loyalty to my co-hosts, because they weren't speaking. They had a blowout. I didn't want to be in the middle of it. But, when I saw the text messages about house in, but yet you're upset because someone called your spouse NIGGR in a chat, but yet we don't behave like that. People say things where they're angry. I get it. But you don't behave that way, and then you want to get upset.
No,
it's just me.
It's not just you. It's not. I just don't understand.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, I just don't get. First of all, I don't know why Sherelle's mad at Monica to begin with. Nobody has been able to clarify that. It's a mystery why why this fight is even happening. And then we're blaming John for being in the middle of it when he worked extra hard to not be in the middle of it. But that was not an option. He couldn't not be in the middle of it because Sherelle was forcing the matter. You must choose my side or else, that's what she's saying over here. On the, in front of the audience, she's like, no, it's okay. You can be friends with her. It's okay. And then over here, she's like, you better tell me who Monica is. It's just Town. It's a lie. It's a fraud. The whole image that she's putting forward was a fraud. And we saw the truth of it, yesterday, and we've seen it before. It's like, we shouldn't be surprised that this happened.
Honestly, am I surprised? No. Am I shocked at the behavior? Yes.
Yep.
I am shocked. I have never, me personally, I would have dropped them off the panel. But yet, when you're trying to come to a resolution, I see it. I've been in that position. I myself have lost my temper on someone else's panel. But I went back. I apologized. I made a public apology because I never wanted to be pulled out of my character like that again. I did it another time. I was like, never, ever, ever again will I do that. All because of stuff I was listening to and stuff that I was being told and just stuff that other people were saying. So me now, I have to go look. I have to research. I have to see it and hear it for myself.
Yeah.
I don't like drama. I don't like people. Your subs don't want the drama. They come for content.
Some of them do. Some of them want the drama for sure. But I agree with you. John makes quality content. He doesn't have to rely on the drama, but so many people rely on his drama to create their content, right? Because
They sure do.
They're bottom feeders, right? So they need the chaos happening for John so that they can pay their rent by talking about it.
Facts.
But why would you want to take somebody down that has done nothing personal to you?
Heidi,
Some people are wired differently.
Yeah, you're a good person, Heidi. So you don't see the world that way, right? And other people only see it.
Girl, I have the nastiest temper that, seriously,
No, you
I can get just as low as the rest of them can go. But why would you do it? And what I'm saying is, when you don't personally know someone, why do you come after somebody?
Well, they're not a real person to you, right? So if you don't know them, they're not real. Their emotions don't matter. They are something to be made fun of. Just like when we watch 90 Day and they've all been reduced to caricatures on the show. And we think that that's 100% what this person is like. So we're free to make fun of them endlessly, right? Instead of thanking them for showing us a little piece of their life, we instead pick on them relentlessly. It's kind of part of the horrible nature of reality TV and then this fandom that surrounds it.
Oh, John's in the chat. Hi, John. To me, it's
I couldn't help it, John.
I see a lot of people in this chat, and guys, really, I appreciate you guys being here. And I don't see anything. If there's anything negative being said, I haven't ran across it yet. And I would like for it to be that way. It's out of respect for everybody. And okay, I've said what I had to say about what I saw, how I felt about it, and the nastiness that was in the chat. Yvette came up. Oh, I forgot. Yvette came up.
She was cool.
When Yvette came up, everybody was yelling. She goes up and she tries, she yells, "Shut the F." And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm like, this is bad. So Yvette yells, because her whole thing is be a good human, show people respect. So she's trying to get everybody to shut up. Then more name calling, more bitches, more hoes. And I think that's when my suck the D comes out. And
that was something. What a way to end a show, right?
I'm just getting disgusted just sitting here. Seriously, I am.
Makes me wonder how much you really wanted that to happen.
Then I went live with John tonight, after all of this. And I was reading the chat. People in the chat were saying all of this. And she got you an attorney, this and that. And I've been following this since everything was filed. So I go in and I look and I said, oh, shit. He has no representation.
Yeah. He trusts He's such a, you know what? He trusts everybody, you know, and makes them friends and family so fast. And so, you know, when they backstab him, it feels a little extra because it feels like it's family that's doing it to you.
Yep.
You know?
I am so beyond appalled.
And that's what happened here. You know, Sherelle said, I got you. You don't need a lawyer. I got you. I can handle this. And then what she do? She throws him directly under the bus and says, oh, John did all this stuff, not me. It was all John. And now John has no representation and doesn't even know that Sherelle's done this thing. And it's
Yep,
like,
John,
oh,
she always called you her sister, or said she was your sister.
yeah.
Sorry.
And so it's just an extra little stab, an extra stab. It's gross.
It really is. It's heartbreaking that somebody can treat somebody that's so kind like that.
And I think that's why people gravitate to John to begin with when they watch his shows, because he feels like friends and family. The way that he, you know, that he presents himself when he's talking to the cast or when he's just talking to the screen, it's like you're talking to somebody that you know instantly. And that's why when people get mad at him, they get so mad, and he doesn't even know. He's like, I don't even know you. How did I wrong you when I don't even know who you are? Because they feel like they know him, but he doesn't know them. And it's just such a bizarre, you know, a pile of stalkers that become obsessed with him because he is so personable.
Right.
Yvette, I see you here. I don't know if you want to come up. If you want to come up, I can send you the link, but I'm not going to, well, I can drop it in the chat, but I don't have to let anybody up here. So, but if Yvette, if you want to come up, if you have something to say, and you know, she's up there singing, you know, because, you know, and I know how Cody is, you know, when he's had enough and, you know, he'll just close the laptop. And I was sending her messages. I'm like, hey, come off the live now, you know. So,
her singing was amazing. I loved it.
It was
singing.
I was
Yvette has a beautiful voice, and
she does. It was such a pleasure.
Yep, I got to know her on AT2's channel, and someone just put in there that they went that I guess they're talking. What they said, I don't know. I didn't watch it, and when I tell you I didn't watch it, I don't want to hear all that negativity. I
exactly.
Really didn't.
That's why I didn't watch it either.
In a bad spot, because I was sitting there and I was like, and I really had to go to the bathroom. I really had to go, but then I couldn't leave because I had to watch the chat to make sure it didn't get out of hand.
No, yeah, I was right there with you. Delete. I couldn't keep up. It was flying up the screen. Oh. So many warring factions in the chat. Unnecessary. What are we? I don't even understand what the battleground is. Do you know what I mean? What are we fighting? Why are we mad at Monica?
Okay.
I understand why we're mad at Sherelle at this point.
Okay.
But
so let me just, I'm gonna address Miss Magic. Okay. You're sad that Monica does all this mess. Monica is, she runs a website and she does commentary on shows. People come to hear the reality mess. They go to the shows to hear the reality mess. So when I do it myself on my channel. I find stuff, I put it out there.
And Sherelle does it.
We all do it. Okay. So I'm not sure what you mean by the mess, because I don't know what goes on. And don't get me wrong, I speak to Monica all the time. I speak to John all the time. Now, I don't know what goes on their channels, and I hear what you're saying, but what mess is going on? I heard her giving her backstory. I listened to John give his side. I listened to Down the Rabbit Hole give their side. I heard Sherelle give her side when all of this started way back when it started out on John's channel when he was interviewing Carmen. Then they go to Sherelle's channel. Then they go back to John's channel again. And that's when everything blew up that night.
Yep, Monica was on the show and Sherelle was on. And Sherelle didn't like something Monica said and got really nasty with her. And Monica, as she does, rose above it because Monica is not here for that kind of personal drama. She is just not going to deal with it. She is a very mature woman, and whether she is an avatar and a human, she's not going to deal with it.
And you got to remember, these are women, they're mothers. You know, they're women, they're mothers. I got up this morning, and when I said I slept, it was a restless sleep. It really was. My DMs were flooded with, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see? I was like, oh my God. I still have DMs I have to answer. I could not answer all of them because I was on the phone. I called and I was checking on John because I'm getting all these messages. Please check on John. Please check on John. So I called and called. He didn't answer. He was asleep. I was talking to you ladies, and I wanted to see, was I the one that, is it just me, or did you see what I was seeing last night?
I think you pinned it down quicker than I did, for sure. You know, when you were starting to connect it with the lawsuit and stuff, because I was like, I don't understand what this is. So yeah, I think you pinned it down first.
I agree. You pinned it down, Heidi. It took me a minute to wrap my head around it. And then with the live tonight that John just did, it completely made sense.
I'm serious. I have no words anymore because it broke my heart. And you guys think I'm kidding. It broke my heart to see that behavior. It really did. And I'm going to be honest. I was shocked how John handled that last night.
He did a good job.
We all know that John will blow up and go off the handle. We all know this. We've seen it time and time again. And I was shocked. But I saw the hurt. I really don't know what else to say. I really don't. I want everybody to go to their neutral corners. Do your content. Stop the attacks. Stop the personal attacks. Stop the name calling. It's not necessary. People should be able to have an adult conversation.
I agree. And, you know, I don't know about staying neutral. I think that we can just agree to just not interact with each other anymore is the way I would approach it. But there is enough room for all of the content creators out there. There's enough room for Monica. There's enough room for Sherelle. There's enough room for John. There's enough room for Heidi, you know, because, you know, the fandom here is they have an insatiable appetite for this stuff. You know, they're going to bounce to every single video. Boom, 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 boom. And, you know, nobody can be on, well, most people can't be on for 7 and 10 hours straight. So, you know, there's room for everybody.
And guys, I'm going to put all your comments up. I'm going through them. I'm putting all your comments up. And if my mods haven't deleted it, that means they're good. I just want everybody to be respectful. That's all. Everybody can voice your opinions of what happened. I just don't want any disrespect shown to anyone. Anyone.
I want to add 2 things. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, there is enough room for all channels, including my dollar store channel, Coochie Cream's Dollar Store Dreams. Quick plug. Anyway. Also, I wanted to say,
yes, Cooch, let them know where to find your dollar store thing. Put it in the chat so they'll know where you're at.
Also, I wanted to add that at the time when these things happened between Sherelle and Monica on John's Live, as far as we knew, that is the complete backstory to them. I don't know about any of these things that Sherelle is allegedly claiming as far as this alleged harassment and things like that. because the way she said that it started off isn't even accurate. As far as we know, it started in John's chat in those three, and in John's chat, then theirs, and then back to John's.
I mean, it was back and forth all night, and that is it. And if you guys don't know, you don't know the backstory, please go back and research it. I'm sure all the videos are still up. Seriously. As far as all of this show your face stuff,
It's dumb.
I'm going to say it again. Whatever happened on that channel was on that channel. However Monica runs her channel, that's the way she runs her channel. I have nothing to say about that. However John runs his, he runs his. Same with Sherelle, same with Perry. I have my whole perspective was on what happened last night. And it was, I can't with the drama. I don't do the drama. I don't. When I was asked to go on panel, first thing out of my mouth, what are we discussing? I'm not doing the drama.
Yep.
So that's that. I mean, if you guys have anything else to say, please say it. But that's all I had to say. I just feel I had to say something because it was just bad. And I'm trying to go through everybody's comments. And guys, I have never had this many people in chat, and I appreciate you guys being here. But this is ridiculous. I can't even get through all the damn comments, to be honest. So
there's some people that want to know what the lawsuit is.
What the lawsuit is, I can, well, let me tell you, I can't show it to you because I didn't redact anybody's names. I didn't redact any of the lawyers' names. I didn't do any of that. But if you guys have Pacer, you can create a free account. You can go in there and you can read it for yourselves. But I am not going to put up anybody's information on this channel. I read what I read today on John's channel. I didn't give out anybody's name. I'm not going to do that. But the information is out there. It's in Utah District Court. And I pull up everything because I do true crime. I research a lot of things. I pull up depositions. I do everything. So I've been following these cases. I followed the KJ case as well. I actually got tired of looking at stuff. So I just started going to Emily Baker.
I love Emily. And by the way, Monica's in the chat.
So I follow everything. So when I go in, I pull up information. And when I first heard about it, I pulled it up. I checked it last week to see what the status was. Matter of fact, last week, Monday, there was nothing there. The last filing was in June. I checked it today. There was new information that was added. So,
but this is the lawsuit with, Janelle and Andrew and Yahoo Boy, where they're saying John and Sherelle disparaged them in various ridiculous ways.
It's going to get thrown out on jurisdiction anyway.
Yeah.
So when I first read it, and I remember I sent John a message, I said, I don't believe this has any merit. Then Emily Baker goes through it.
I love her.
She said it had no merit. Now, I'm not an attorney, but I read it. I don't think it has any merit.
Yeah, she basically confirmed what us non-attorneys suspected.
So, I didn't feel it had any merit. So that was my opinion. And that's what I relayed to John. And I
want to say a quick hi to Monica. She's in the chat.
Oh, yeah, she's in the chat. I'm trying to get through everything because Cups of Conversation is here. Hi, Cups of Conversation. Oh, my God. So, yeah, I see everybody's here. But, guys, I didn't want to keep you long. I'm not going to go. I don't want to bash anybody, nobody. I just wanted to speak on the behavior that was displayed. And I just didn't care for it. I didn't like it. It was not necessary. I understand that everybody is upset, but there's a way to have a conversation.
Agreed.
And that's
Yep.
all I'm going to have to say. But that, I don't know if John wants to come up and say anything, or Monica, or I don't know, but I'm not having no yelling, no screaming, no nothing. And as a matter of fact, no, nobody needs to come up because I don't want to have any screaming, any yelling. No,
I would love for Yvette to sing a song, but I guess I can go to her channel.
Yeah, Yvette sings all the time. Oh, wait a minute. John wants me to drop the link. Hold on. Again, there is no bashing,
Nope,
no
no, it's
nothing.
fine.
And all right, John, I dropped the link. There you go. I'm sorry. I just don't want any drama. I don't want anybody screaming and yelling. And I know you're not going to scream and yell, John. I'm not talking about you because, as I said, I was happy with the way that you handled everything last night. So, and I was surprised, really. But again, guys, I just wanted to say, from a mod standpoint, and for all you guys that were in the chat that witnessed what went on last night.
If we accidentally blocked any of you, I'm very sorry. It was a madhouse, and it was very hard to catch the proper comments.
The light on, babe.
Mine was on purpose.
I'm
not
like in the
to-
dark.
I'm gonna put you in. I'm putting you in the
No,
dark.
but I
Hi.
I hit a lot of people, and hopefully they were trolls because the nasty stuff that was coming out, I wasn't going to have it. And even it was a lot of nasty stuff being said about Sherelle and Perry. I hit that because it was a little too vile. So I hit it. And then you kept coming back, or they kept coming back. So I just hit them from the channel, because you can express yourself in a way that you don't have to be that vile towards anyone. Yes, I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, I didn't know. I was laughing at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is my favorite store. I'll go there and I will buy $30 worth of TV dinners, like the Salisbury steak.
Don't lie.
They give you like one little patty.
Don't lie.
But it's like good for a snack.
No, he's fibbing. He actually spends about like $50 to $60.
No, yeah, we go to Dollar Tree every
You
Sunday.
undersold it.
I love the Dollar Tree. My
I get
favorite
that.
store.
I do that too.
I'll buy a balloon just because it's like 50 cents. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
No,
awesome.
everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.
Not the balloons.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
John, I just wanted you to know, and I'm going to say it, my intent wasn't to bash anyone. I wasn't trying to shade anyone. I just wanted to say how I felt about what I saw last night. Cooch wanted to say what she had to say. Marie, I extended the offer to all the mods that were on the channel last night. So if they had anything that they wanted to say.
I'm fine with everything that you said. I didn't know if anybody had any questions for me. That's why I hopped on, because.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for John? If you have any questions for John,
Wait, Cody, come here, babe.
you can drop it in. Things got crazy last night. So you guys have any questions? Reality Fanatic. I don't see the link. Do anybody know Reality Fanatic?
I don't.
John, do you know?
They said something nice to me in the chat.
Well, it don't have to be nice. I just don't want any. Okay, I just dropped it, Reality Fanatic. I just don't want a lot of screaming and yelling. I just can't have that. I don't have that on my channel. So look, I just dropped the link. Reality.
Hey, look at you in the big leagues now, like 400 people in your chat, huh?
John, I don't have these people in my chat. That's why I did not want. I wanted to.
You're a real YouTuber now, girl. You got it.
Deborah C, not that Deb, just asked a good question.
Okay, what did Deborah C say? I'm sorry, I can't. Hold on. All right.
Said if you could change how last night panned out, what would you have changed?
Okay, so about last night, real quick. I had watched the live that S&P and N. I don't know if you want me to drop names.
No, I don't. I said the names of the people that were involved in your live last night. Any other names, please don't do those.
Well, so Sherelle and Perry did a live right before I went live with Monica and Rabbit. And then they had. Is that me echoing? My mic. I have like the computer on my lap. Hold on, sorry. Is that
Okay.
better?
Yes, that's better.
And you know, I had asked several times during that live to bring me up, but they wouldn't bring me up. I was in the chat. Everybody saw I was in the chat. I was there, you know, between SP and N. And then they wouldn't bring me up. And, you know, my problem was, like, you know, she's been claiming, oh, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't do drugs. And then last night, N said, you know, I was on everything possible, and they never stopped. So I'm like, okay, if that's how you want to play it, fine. I knew that's the route she was going to go. So when I did the live with Monica and Rabbit, and Perry was demanding to come on, I said to myself, I'm like, no, you know what? I'll do it. I'll drop the link because I'll be better than them and let them speak whatever they have to say. So if I could change anything, I don't think I would, because, you know, I never expected them to carry out like that. I'm glad people saw that that's who they were. And I want to thank my husband for having my back, as he always does, because, you know, at some point I had to mute them. I'm like, you're 50, stop, you know, don't act like that. That's crazy. But yeah, so I don't think I'd change anything. The only thing I'd change would be me, maybe, you know, I felt bad for Rabbit and I felt bad for Miss Yvette, because, you know, I did, and I felt bad for Monica because I didn't want any of them getting attacked.
And attacked they were.
Yeah.
There's a question from
and,
Gina.
you know, I never had Rabbit on my channel before. I've never had Miss Yvette on my channel before.
And let me tell you, I've been following. I just became a mod on Rabbit's channel about a week and a half ago, maybe. Rabbit does, I don't know if you've ever watched her research. She just did an interview with Mark Class, Polly Class, father, the little girl that was found, you know, that was kidnapped out of her own home, that was murdered. And they did a live about the Amber Alert system. It was a great live. I've started watching her. I like the details she put into what she does. And, you know, she covers a variety of stuff, and I love it. Just like I love to watch you. I love to watch Monica. I watch the commentary zone. I watch a lot of stuff. But when it gets to the drama, I cannot, and I will not watch it. I just won't do it. And last night, if it wasn't for the fact that I was modding your chat, I really would have left.
Well, the funny thing about, you know, then Cody slammed my laptop down, and then me and Cody thought we were done, and then I got text, you're still live, and Miss poor Yvette had to carry the show because I had no idea. No, we were still live. I'm like, wait, no, we're still live. Okay.
I sent her a text message. I said, you might want to come off that live now.
There were still over 1,000 people in the room. No way.
And ladies, I am super sorry, ladies. I am so sorry. I mean, even like, Heidi, you know, I don't act like that, but when enough is enough,
you know, yeah.
I know, but this is my husband, and I see it day after day after day, and I'm always the nice and quiet one, but when enough is enough, you gotta say something. So I do apologize for like my actions, and
I think you're fine. So whatever.
I think you're fine.
I do apologize for that.
Well, I'm glad you dispelled the rumor about how Monica, you know, tried to out their marriage, because that's not what I saw that night. That's not what I saw. And I followed, and I was in the chat through everything when all of this first started starting. But anyway, Gina had a mess. She has a question for you, John.
Let me read it. John, will you press charges against other people physically threatening you? I mean, I've seen that I've gotten several,
only time will tell.
You know, but like, I don't know who these people even, you know, I mean,
I just want them to know, like, that's not me. I don't.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do?
I don't think anything.
I can't go to the police and be like, oh, username 444 married underscore, said that they were going to put me in a grave. I can't do that. They're going to laugh me right out. So, if it's someone, I don't know. I mean, it is
Cody, they want to know, is it Shanghai? They want to know, what are you cooking tonight?
What are you cooking tonight, babe?
What?
Cooking. What are you cooking?
I'm sorry, I was actually aware. I step on the side, as you guys know how I do, but I get yelled at for that. By
Oh my
certain
God.
people.
Yeah.
I'm actually making ziti noodles, and I have this amazing homemade pasta sauce that comes from our
My
friend
very Italian friend.
They do
makes
it
from
once a year.
scratch. So
once a year. So we got a couple containers that they made. So I'm gonna make the sauce, and I have homemade meatballs, and I'm
her
making
mom made.
pasta.
And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
no, I love Cody's meatballs.
No, that's true.
But her mom's meatballs.
Oh no, it's true.
Whoa.
It's homemade. Yeah, it's
So,
for meatballs.
that's
So
what
we're
we're
gonna
doing
actually
tonight.
make that tonight, and then I'm gonna do a vinegar, cucumber, tomato salad, and that's what we're just gonna pretty much chill on tonight. Oh, and she also made some amazing garlic and onion bread. Oh, so good. So I'm just gonna make that tonight.
Okay, so you want me to read that out loud, Heidi?
Read it out loud.
I don't want to take the reins.
Read it out loud.
I don't want. It's your channel. I don't know if you want me to read that.
Nope, read it out loud.
Okay, so Dr. Melanie says, as a doctor, there's no way a meth addict could hold down a job for 2 years, work as hard as John does, and come home and do YouTube. Thank you. And every job I had was the last job I had in the court reporting industry. I was there for 5 years, and the only reason why I stopped working there was because the business closed, and we all saw that played out. I was there for 5 years. Cody was at his bagel shop as an assistant manager for 4 years. Cody would wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day to go to work, to be there by 5 so he could open up. And Cody, he worked 6 days a week, and he worked 12 hours a day. I worked 9 to 5. I didn't have, even if we were on, do you think the last thing I want to do, you know what, Cody, let's get high and then go live and talk about 90 Day Fiance. Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
I could be around.
It does sound like fun, but
okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something. John knows, and everybody that follows me knows that I have been doing this. I've been using my vape since my son was here, and that was in May. Today, my nerves got so bad, I went out and I bought a pack of cigarettes. That's how bad my nerves
I've been
were.
smoking like a chimney. The vape's really not cutting it for me, but I'm gonna
And I was doing so well. But
Heidi, you're absolutely right, because when we were on our road trip, because cigarettes are so much cheaper down in the South, so we bought four cartons of cigarettes.
Cigarettes are $5 a pack. I'm like, oh my God, these like 1997.
yes,
1997
in Louisiana
prices.
too, they're cheap.
I have not seen a pack of Marlboros for like $5 since I was in high school.
We got 4 cartons, and we still have, even though since we've been back and on the road, we still have almost 3 cartons left.
They are $15 a pack over here.
So we're actually doing great on this little vape thing. So
good, because I did today. I was on the phone talking to Yvette this morning. I went to the grocery store, and I told her, I was talking. I said, my nerves are really bad. I was on the phone. I said, I just pulled up at the gas station. I'm going to get some cigarettes. I'm calling you back because I needed that draw, and and I hit it. But I have to. I'm going to put those in the freezer. I'm going to go back to my vape because I was doing really well. I just wanted to come and say my piece. And I'm trying to see if there's anybody else with questions for you, John.
There are a couple I see.
I don't want to ignore anyone. Oh yeah, Cody is a pit bull.
What? Man, that's
wait, what happened? What happened?
Denise said that you were a pit bull when it comes to your husband.
He's my protector.
After 15 years of being married to this one, I'm always the nice and sweet one, but when you really jab the knife in, I'm going to give you something that you deserve. And I'm sorry, but I don't take shit from nobody. I try to be on everybody's side, but when you act like the way that you act, and I don't like it, you're gonna get
I
a
think
reaction.
Denise asked if I was really, yeah, I did work as a court reporter, and I worked in the office doing production and transcripts and putting all that stuff together. I did that from 2011 to 2019, those 8 years, and then the company closed, and then that sent us down the GoFundMe thing, and our last 2 years of living like crazy people and whatever. So yeah, that's
And we're here, and we're a new flower that blossomed.
So John, let me just ask you, did you get a chance to go back and look in your chat?
For which chat?
The one from last night.
With over 1,000 comments. Oh no, I don't need to see that stuff. I'm trying to be as stress free as possible, so I don't need to look at like any bad comments like right now.
I'm sure most of it's probably about me, anyways. But
I am really shaking still. I'm shaking because so you can imagine you didn't go back and look. Imagine over 2,000 people in that chat. And
I think at one point there was like 2,700 people in that live last night. Like it was a lot of people.
So that's all I'm saying. And we were all in there. And how many mods? What was it? Was it 7 of us?
I have 10 mods total, I think. 3 of you
they
here.
weren't all
Well, I know a few of you.
My poor mods. Oh my God.
Well, let me just tell
You're gonna be
you.
all great Christmas gifts this year.
Okay, I'm going to tell
Oh,
you. I extended invitation. You had one that had to drive someplace because she has to go take care of her job and she has to be there first thing in the morning. You had a couple that were going out to dinner. So, but I see them in the chat right now. They're being supportive. So,
yeah, I think Chris, she's
so they're here.
Yeah. The mods are like amazing.
No, my mods are the hardest working mods in the business. Like it's like God, and I don't know what I'd do without you guys. And my mods all get attacked for being my mods, and it's not easy.
It's not easy being your mod. It's not easy being your damn friend. You want to be honest.
Amen to that. Yes, amen.
Look, if you want to be honest, it's not easy being your friend, John. No, I don't mean you personally.
I get it.
You're being absolutely true and honest because it's very true.
Because
it's not easy being his husband.
Because certain people like to run my friends and my mods out of town, and my mods now, they have stuck by my side I've picked all my mods I've known for a long time. And there, people DM me, can I be one of your mods? I'm like, oh God, no, you don't want to be, you don't want to.
Here's your death warrant.
I can't be responsible. I can't. But
so sweet but kind of sassy. She's one of my mods. She's asking you, and she's in your chats all the time too. She said, "What are your next steps?" You see that? I don't know if you can talk about it or not.
I mean, well, I thought I had representation, and now I guess I don't. So
day by day.
I
mean, pretty much day by day. Like
I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I'm not trying to not answer the question,
And
but I thought I was being taken care of.
That's the thing.
And until you told me what you told me, Heidi, like a few hours ago, now I'm like, oh.
I debated on whether to tell you or not. I did.
No, I'm happy you did because I thought I had
Because
representation,
that's
and
what
now
a
I
real
don't.
friend does. So you see, like how Heidi is
You
like
know?
a real friend.
Like
she's got you back. So
Heidi
and she
figured it
got
out.
ours. So
I'm going to be promoting your cameos in chat a lot, so you can make some money for some lawyers.
yeah, okay. I mean, I haven't even thought about. I haven't done a cameo in forever, but I never promote them either. The problem with our cameos is that we've never been on the show, we never on TV. So when people order like a cameo from us, we really want to deliver. So usually a cameo takes us 2 or 3 hours to do because we just keep redoing it. I don't like it.
because you always mess up.
And I think we charge $25, and then Cameo takes a quarter of that. And if you order a Cameo through Apple, then Apple takes a third of that. So like for a $25 cameo, we're only making $13 or $12, and then it's 3 hours worth of work. So that's why I really don't ever promote it, because it's not really
Lucrative.
yeah. I mean, we enjoy doing the skits and stuff like that. And I don't want to raise my price because, you know, look at John charging $50 a cameo. Like, he's like, boss. Like, so I just kind of, whatever.
You did the best cameo for me, though.
Which was that the one we did for Angela?
No, it was the Darcy and her sister.
With the wine one.
Yeah.
The Christmas one. Yes. When we kept, I had my box of wine and Cody comes up with 2, but me and Cody doing the Darcy and Stacy cameos, I have to say, are my favorite. Because us outdoing each other, like, I love doing those.
That was so good.
John, do you see Danielle?
No.
Seriously. She said, Heidi, I love your son. Side note.
What?
Wait, I don't understand that.
She loves my son. Seriously. Danielle loves my sons. She wants to, I keep telling her my sons are married. She goes, and they're fine too.
Sure. I coached him now.
But I'm looking to see if there's any more questions. Oh, okay, here you go. Oh, you've already answered that one. Let's see. I'm just trying to go through to make sure I'm not overlooking anybody's questions for you, John, because I feel better now. I'm not shaking as much as I was, because I was really, really shaking and all day.
I would have never picked Sherelle over Monica. I have known Monica since day one of me being on social media. I go back with her.
Hi, Terry.
She is one of the first friends I've ever had on social media. Back when I was on Twitter and Periscope, and like we're going years back.
Okay, they can't hear you. You got to come closer.
Hold on, let me turn my mic up.
Okay, there you go. That's good.
We're good?
That's good.
Yep.
Good?
Yes,
Okay.
that's good.
I've known Monica since day one. And me and Monica have been through some stuff together, and we laugh about it. But that the Housewives of Jersey, like that was oh my God, that was a big thing. Like that, no, like 2017, like that was a lot with Siggy and Margaret and all that.
Oh my God, I feel so
yeah,
much older.
I know,
now.
just like that's like a stroll down memory lane. And I was told by Miss Sherelle that you can't, when the whole world was coming at Monica, and like and Monica got it bad and hard, and I felt bad. And I said, like, this is crap. I am gonna go live and say that I have never had not one bad interaction with Monica ever. And she was talking me up. That's career suicide. Everybody's attacking her. You're gonna be ruined. And I said, well, then so what? I go, she's my friend, and I feel like that's what I need to do.
Because that's your friend. She's always had our back.
And then after that,
had hers, and she knows that, and that's why she's still our friend today.
After that, then they told me, well, we can't have you on our panel for like, a week because you went and defended Monica. But, what people don't know is that night that I defended Monica on my YouTube was that Sherelle was supposed to be with me. And me and Sherelle and Monica were on a 3-way call, and they all made good.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
You didn't know that?
Wow.
What was it? Just like,
Can I have it?
just like what? Like an hour before you went live?
No, it was 5 minutes before I went live.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that quick because you had to get
I
your
know
makeup
Monica's in the
done.
chat. She can like,
It was like,
I feel like Sherelle on one of her lives too said something about nobody deserves death threats and things like that, and it doesn't matter if you're an avatar. I feel.
But me and Monica and Sherelle were on the phone. We had a 3 conversation. They all buried the hatchet.
they were all fine.
Everything was fine. And then, Monica had asked Sherelle to take down this one video where it was called Backstabbers. I was in the thumbnail. Monica was in the thumbnail. How like me and Monica tried to like ruin their lives with the whole like outing their marriage. And she took it down. And then I was gonna do the live with Sherelle because even Sherelle had told me, because she goes, oh my God, she goes, all Monica's guilty of is not returning a phone call. And
Exactly.
I said, I know. I go, this is like the craziest thing ever. I can't believe what Monica went through all because of this. And like, you know, everybody flipped and flopped. And I said, no, I'm staying true to my friend. And I did and then right before me and Sherelle were supposed to do the live about Monica defending her, Monica said, I can't do it. Perry told me not to. Mm-hmm. And then I go, all right. I go, you know what? True. Then I'll do it with Heidi.
Yep, and you called me.
Yep.
Yeah, and she said, she goes, yes. She goes, I think that you should do it with Heidi. Please do it with Heidi. So
yeah, and also
with Heidi,
you know, when both me and Cheryl were sick back in February,
I like hearing her voice.
When I had like the really bad ear infection, and that ear infection, like I thought I was gonna die. You know, I
remember that because I
adult ear infection.
Yep, good. You're absolutely right, Heidi. Yep.
And I went to several doctors. Nobody could, and it's actually acting up again. But then it's not as bad as it was.
She told you that you,
and then at the same time,
everybody that you had COVID because she had COVID.
At the same time,
and that was a lie.
At the same time,
we've been tested.
You know, Sherelle had COVID, and then like we kind of got better at the same time. And she goes, "You know what, John? I really want to make things right. I don't want any, you know, I'll be going through this makes you think differently. I want to make good with Monica." So like that was never mentioned, you know.
Of course not.
And you know, Monica's in the chat. She can vouch for that too.
Why did Perry squash it? I don't understand. What
he did not. And then not only did Perry squash it, the next day I got a phone call saying I threw them all under the bus. The whole team was mad at me for doing the live about Monica. And I said, but you all knew I was doing it. You were going to be a part of it. And Andrea,
they were okay with it.
I had ruined. I was banned from their channel because of it. Then one day later, Cheryl was like, "I need you on my channel." So no, I'm talking about.
No, I know, but you know.
Well, no, I'm just answering questions. So
I know.
I don't want to ramble. So
no,
yeah.
I know, and you are.
Okay,
I'll shut up. Meatball in your mouth.
I'll shut up. Sorry.
Italian boys sometimes need a meatball in their mouth.
You know, we like our meatballs. So.
Oh my God, Cody! Somebody in the chat said that that you've got a New York accent now. Okay, Deborah. Okay, Deborah.
He'd be proud of that, though.
Okay, Deborah Chavez says she asked a question, and I'm trying to find it, Deborah. It's so many in here. I'm trying to find your question. I'm trying to find it.
I'm Monica's mouthpiece. No, I said I did the one live about Monica. I defended her, and I only spoke about her again like 3 days ago when all this stuff happened. When I was forced to go live and say something.
Okay, Deborah, I'm sorry. I don't see your question.
I think I see it.
Okay, what's her question?
Wait, maybe that's not the right one. Is it just how do you feel and thoughts on Sherelle's world now?
Oh, okay. Maybe that's the one.
What's the question?
Your thoughts now on Sherelle. It's kind of a I feel great. No,
yeah, like
she showed who she is.
I don't. Nope. I'm done. People are like, you need to watch. I can't hear her voice, his voice, and I don't want to look at their faces. So
I agree on that one.
You know what's annoying me is that like everyone's like,
Christy's in. Hi, Christy.
Everyone was saying, "Oh, we told you Sherelle John was going to do this to you again."
Christy,
that's what drives me like wild. Like, oh, we told you Sherelle you couldn't trust, but she was doing all this behind my back. But it's okay.
I didn't say that to you.
No.
Oh
no. Just the people I've been seeing, comments and stuff like, "Oh, John was going to turn on Sherelle. It was only a matter of time. We all warned her this, that, and the other."
That's not what happened.
It isn't. But, people don't want to believe certain things. So it's what it is.
Okay. Do you guys see any more questions that I've missed? I'm serious. There's so many. I am trying to scroll and trying to catch all the questions. And thanks for, thank you. I just,
Thank you, Michelle.
thank you. I just had to get this off my chest because I couldn't.
Oh, that's another one of my mods. All my mods are here. I love it.
I told you they were here, but
it's like a slumber party.
But at the time I was going live, they weren't ever going to be able to, but they told me once they were free, they were going to be in the chat. So like I said, I extended it to everybody, and I wanted everybody to be able to speak and say how they felt. And okay, Monica said truth. It was an hour before you went live, John. That's what I was looking for. That's what I
make good. And like what bothered me is, like, was it yesterday or the day before? I've been searching like my name on YouTube because I'm like, to see how many people are trying to
like a day before that
make money off of me. All these low grade YouTubers who have like, not a pot to piss in.
Can we just say small? Can we just say small YouTube channels? Don't say low grade because I got a small channel, John.
They're bottom feeders.
No,
you don't
like,
fit in that.
Okay, no, but like the difference is, Heidi, you're not capitalizing off other people's grief. That's low grade to me.
Definitely don't want to do that.
But I said, I was searching my name on YouTube, and then I see the backstabber video back up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked at Cody. I'm like, can you believe this? I'm like, and I'm like, it's one thing so I could understand in Sherelle's way if she wanted to put that video back up, because obviously, she wants to ruin Monica. But then why would she put the same thumbnail up with me and Monica back up? If I was your friend, and I talked to Monica about this, why would you change the thumbnail? Why is it my picture? And it was the second video that popped up after she did the live with, the hoe. And then, because now people are searching my name. So all her new subs that she got from there, are all looking at all this old crap. And we were supposed to, and that bothered me. I'm like, okay, it's one thing if you want to attack Monica, which I was not fine with, but whatever. But then why are you putting it back up with my picture still on it? I'm like, this is not right. And another thing was that, when me and Sherelle and Perry made good back in February or January, like however long ago that was. I took every negative video about them down off my channel immediately. Immediately. I didn't even think about it. I took everything down. No one asked me to. I took it all down. And then, but on both their channels, they kept it up this whole time. And I would ask them repeatedly, hey, we're all friends now. You said we're family. You're my sister. Can you please take down the videos where we're fighting? It's not a good look. Oh, yeah. We'll do it.
Okay, I'm just going to answer this question really quick. I don't have any thoughts on Sherelle World now. I really don't. It is what it is. I don't have any thoughts on it. I've always been where I'm at. I've always been John's friend, Monica's friend.
I'm holding the mic because I have to. I feel like Bob Barker. Don't forget to get your pet spayed or neutered.
Okay, I had a conversation with Sherelle. I appreciate the conversation that we had, but I don't have any feelings one way or the other. I just want John to do what's right for him. I want all of this to stop and everybody go back and do their own content. That's it.
Hey, can someone send me like that, like long, skinny Bob Barker mic? Because I really want it. Like I want like that long and skinny Bob Barker mic. Like I want it real bad. If there's a USB mic that is like identical to that.
Yeah, why are you begging for stuff on my channel?
I want it bad.
Oh my God. Guys, could you please send him a long, skinny mic and you can send it to me?
I want it so bad.
Look, you can send it to me and I'll make sure he gets it right.
And then we'll play Plinko or something like that afterwards. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right.
Oh, you are too funny.
But like,
oh my God.
And one more thing I want to say, I was never paid by Sherelle. I never paid Sherelle for being on each other's channels. Never, ever. There was no money exchange, nothing. Also, you know, I didn't gain any subs from being on Sherelle's channel at all. 0. I gained my subs from doing interviews with cast members, especially like the Seeking Sister Wife stuff.
She actually gained subs because
For
that's
me.
why she was begging to be on your channel.
Yeah.
Every time that you had like the exclusive.
Like when I did part 3, like with the Seeking Sister Wife, she begged me to be on when I was.
Well, you called me and asked me, you called me, you said, do you watch Seeking Sister Wives? I said, no. And you said, you have somebody was breaking. And I was going live that night. I said, because you asked me to come on with you and I couldn't. And that interview you did was great.
Yeah, and I did like a 9-part series on all of it. Like, you know, and I got like, I don't know, like 30,000 subs. Oh, well, damn it. I don't show my sub count. But like I got a lot of, damn it. I got a lot of subs out of it. And she wanted a piece of it, but you don't watch it. Like I didn't want anybody on the panel with me who's not familiar with the show because it's like, especially with Ari, it was very delicate.
Yeah, really delicate. I mean, she was crying a lot. Like it was a very.
And then she's, I got to be on this. I got to be just like with when I did the live last week from at Angela's house when we did the Tiffany and Ronald thing. You know, she was like, I got to be on this. I got to be on this. I'm like, okay, you know. Like, trust me, I was not trying to use her for anything. Well, wait, did Heidi bump herself off?
Oh, she sure did.
Did she pull a me?
Oh, she sure did.
Wait, did she pull
I
a
love
me?
that. She did a John.
Oh my God, Heidi pulled a John.
You are rubbing off on
I'm not the
everybody,
only
John.
one that does this. Oh my God, I love it.
That's awesome.
See, I come on other channels and the same stuff happens. So like, it's good. That's great. But you know, I never gained anything from. I just liked, you know, talking with her. Oh, Heidi's back.
Okay.
Heidi, you pulled a me. Heidi's frozen.
Again.
That's another John.
Look at
Are you there, Sunshine?
Look, bad internet problems follow me. See that? I go on other people's channels and it just follows me.
She's getting all the Johns tonight.
So
Look, Heidi's still frozen.
I know we're in a cheerful moment, but I just want to like ask Cody to not apologize anymore for anything. It's just not. I know it's hard because you know, like you care about people and you don't want to hurt anybody, but you know, you get to have your opinions and your feelings. And
it wasn't you. You have nothing to apologize for.
You.
I know, but like just
Your big heart.
being like a Southern boy, like that's just how like I was brought up and everything. Like
I'm laughing because
I
like
don't-
Heidi.
I don't want to offend like, you know, any ladies or anybody out there. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I wasn't even trying to offend them or anything like that, but like
it was already
I had to say my piece.
what was known.
Okay, guys, it's not me. It's YouTube. It's not you, John. It's YouTube. I just got a message. They're having issues. A lot of issues are being reported. So we're going to cut this because it's not you. It's not me. It's YouTube again.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, but we can stay on, but if it's going to kick again, but let's see what happens because my internet connection is strong. And YouTube saying that they're
I just really want, like, you know, Heidi. I like if anybody's like, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
So let's get it all out there. Like, you know, if anybody has any questions, like I will be happy to answer them. You know, and then I want to go back to being, you know, talking about content.
Yeah, and like talking like about like movies that we watched that
I know we did The Craft. We talked about The Craft movie and how horrible it was. I got 4,000 views. I'm like, oh,
I didn't know people cared that much about it. Like our thoughts on
One of
movie.
the
You
worst
know?
movies.
It was so bad. Don't ever
Can we-
watch it.
And I'm like, you know
Can
what?
we talk
This is
about all the
fun.
penises that are out there right now? Everybody's just sending videos of them.
Oh my God, I saw that video of Mike. What is that?
Which
Is that a
one?
thumb?
Oh my god.
Oh God!
Short dick.
You really want to get me started on that? Oh
With
God!
his GoPro.
What is this? What is that? What is that?
That
Yeah,
looks
what
like
is
Mike.
that? Like,
That
what
looks
is
like
that?
Mike.
What
That
is
looks
that?
like Mike. Oh my God, that's disgusting. I saw that.
Sorry.
Oh
Heidi's
my
got
God.
a
And then I
classy
saw
channel.
Nicole
I apologize.
naked. Oh, I can't no more. I can't look at them no more.
Wait,
So
Oh.
No,
yeah,
I do have to
well,
say though, in Nicole's defense, that I did show that to her because
Yeah, and what?
and Nicole said that wasn't her.
that is her.
That is her.
Well, that's what Nicole said.
Wait.
That wasn't her. So I had it with that to clean my conscience. I have to say that, like, yeah, I said, like, your nudes are leaked, Nicole, like, whatever. And she goes, show me. And I did. She goes, that's not me. So
Maybe that's not the new her, but that's the old her.
That's her. There is no
That is her.
Didn't
face
they
at
come
all,
on.
John. She's showing her full face. That's her.
I just feel like fake eyelashes.
I'm just
That's
saying,
all. Fake eyelashes.
I'm just saying, like,
That's her.
I could
It
not
is
talk
her.
about that without
Like,
mentioning that I did
I
bring it
like
to her
this.
attention.
No, it's her.
Nicole's
So
been through a lot. Like, I was one of the first people to I was one of the first people to attack Nicole, like, years ago.
She's a sweet
And
girl.
I have talked to Nicole, and she is sweet and naive and young. But
She's a very beautiful.
you want to talk about some
curvy girl.
stuff? We saw Stephanie with a. I don't know if you want to go if you want to go this dark
okay,
route.
hold on. So somebody has asked, what are we talking about? Well,
I don't even know.
okay, a
Heidi,
video
you might
has
wanna
been
take
leaked.
yourself off of this one again.
I'm gonna say it. A video has been leaked of Mike, Natalie's Mike from 90 Day Fiance, whacking off.
He
to
makes Cole
someone.
look like like Will Chamberlain. I'm just saying, like, it's really
Yes.
like you thought Colt wasn't working with much. Well, Mike, like, he is like low man on a totem pole. I am just saying.
I feel
Oh my
sick.
gosh.
And yes, Nicole, there is a nude of her standing in the bathroom mirror. Yes, that's been leaked also. I saw that. So yes, that made me laugh today. But Mike was
But
I
the
see why-
audio, but like no, like the audio with Mike was worse than like the video, because Mike's like, yeah, you want to get this, you want this. I can't go into it.
Oh.
It's
okay.
But
I
if
want
you-
to clear something up. Okay, I need to clear something up real quick.
So it's
So
funny.
there was
I love
a DM going around that your girl, as it was said by Key Largo 86, that I was the mole that was leaking information to Jay today.
the Mo was Sherelle.
Thank you. Thank you. And Key Largo, Bermuda. Ooh, I wanted to. Yeah,
Take
okay.
you to Bermuda, Bahama.
Yeah.
Bahama,
Let's
pretty
get that
mama.
shit straight. That was not me. And it was sent to all your mods. And I'm like, really? For real?
That was not true.
And guess what all the mods did? We
Heidi
reported
was
right
not
back
part of
to
video.
Heidi.
So
No, it was Sherelle herself, because it was just so weird that all of a sudden these leaked DMs from V came out. Well, that's so weird that all of a sudden. But that was part of the that was part of the setup.
okay,
That was
so
part of
just
the setup.
I just wanted to be clear. I have never
Nope, you
I don't
never
follow
did
her.
it. Nope, you never
I
did
actually took a
anything. No
screenshot.
nothing.
Yep, I took a screenshot of my phone to show there has never been any DMs between us. I do not play that.
Nope.
Don't throw my
You
name.
And
in
then
the
they also
bullshit.
tried to blame Julie on it and say, "Oh, look, Julie's turning on John." No, it's not. It wasn't Julie. It wasn't Heidi. It was Sherelle. This is all a plan. It was
See,
part of the
so-
setup.
I
Can
did.
we
go
go
back-
had nothing to do with
Can we go back to talking about Mike's audio? Because I want to.
Yes, please go back to talk with Mike's audio. Go ahead. I'm
So-
sorry.
Can I curse?
No.
Go ahead, curse. I'm not monetized. Go do
No.
your
Oh,
thing,
okay.
man.
So can I say what he said on the live? Can I say
Yes, go ahead. Say what you
Oh
yes,
my God!
So-
Don't come on! I didn't even eat dinner yet, and I can't throw up like.
it? It's vulgar though. It's bad.
Okay, well just put like little spaces.
Can I
No,
play?
you
Can I?
can't.
Can I play it?
Okay, you can play it.
I'll tell him my
No,
email.
Heidi, don't
wait.
say that to him. Like, no, you don't
Hot
want to
tea.
hear it.
He's
Okay.
gonna play it so everybody can hear. Just don't
I
show
wasn't
it.
kidding about the Bob Barker mic. I want it. So if anybody wants to send me anything, I want the Bob Barker mic. Real bad. I want it.
Oh, Lord.
So here, let me play it for everybody
Oh,
here.
God.
Just
I'll
don't
play it.
show it. Just play it.
Yeah, I'll play it. Hold on.
Oh, God. You're going to really. I hope you guys have a bathroom near or a bucket because you're going to need it.
I mean, he's got like a 3-inch dick, and he's saying this stuff on this live.
Is it 3 inches, John? Is it 3?
3?
I would say probably about like
I'm being
maybe
generous.
5 1/4.
Yeah, extremely.
I'm being generous here.
Yvette, I'll send it to you.
I'm being generous here. Hold
I would
on.
have to say, wait, listen. I would have to say this is
Too big.
probably about the size.
No, that's too big.
Yeah, I was.
Heidi,
You're
you know
being
the
generous.
size of this. Like,
yeah.
He couldn't
Yeah,
even
I'm
get his whole
serious.
hand around it. I mean,
I
that's
mean, maybe he has big
Yeah,
hands.
seriously. I'm going to say that just a little bit more width. It's about that size.
Oh, wait, I got. Wait, oh my God! Wait! Hold on.
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
throw up. I can't.
Okay, hold on.
Don't look. Don't
No,
look.
he's
Terrible.
not a big guy. He's a small guy. Ow! Oh, God. He can't go deep.
my God.
He can't go deep.
That's what I told John. I said, John, you want that tight, that big old thing tight in your little hole? He goes,
Oh my
are you
God.
kidding me? He goes, that's a thumb. I said, I know it is.
And like,
Yvette says, send out the audio ASAP. Oh my God.
No, what is your
That's an embarrassment. Like,
Siri, Brett, send me a
Allegedly.
message. Send me a message on IG, and I'll send it to you. It's bad.
Oh my God. Look, allegedly is here. I miss her.
Do you want to hear it again?
No.
No.
Here it goes.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna play it again. So
No,
you
and
hear it
guess
again.
what? He cannot go deep. Seriously, he cannot. Even with the doll, he can't go deep. Seriously.
can you even get pregnant by that? Like, I don't like. I mean, do you have to stand on your head like to make sure it goes all the way down to like?
Oh,
Hot tea
Thank you.
being spilled on Heidi's channel
oh my
right here.
God. I just want to send it to him and say, is that really you? But it is him.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
And that's a shame because like he's a tall guy, and I thought maybe
I
at least
know.
like he had
What a
like
force.
at least like maybe 7 or 8 inches. But don't give me a thumb and then tell me you're gonna put it deep
Oh my
inside me because
Daddy.
Unless
Oh my
you're
God.
with Libby's tampon, there's nothing going deep.
Oh wait, did Harita turn on me?
you can't even gag on that.
Oh, I guess Harita turned on me. It was in the comments.
Oh, well, her thing is saying that she don't have shit to do with me. John, would you glad you're here.
Okay,
Can
go
we
ahead.
clear this up? Did I or did I not tell you? This woman you were on the phone. I kept telling you she's calling. What did I tell you to tell her, Rita? Please.
That she's crazy? Like what?
No, I told you. I said, could you please tell her, Rita? I wish her the best of luck.
Oh yeah, you did.
I do not want to be involved.
Oh,
And
yep,
please
because
stop
I remember that
calling my
conversation.
phone.
You did say, yep. You said I don't want to have any part of it because you are steering clear of drama, and this is
Yep.
too much, and you do not want to deal with it.
And
Yep,
that's what
and
he
she
said.
gets up there and says, I'm fake and she doesn't want to fuck with me. No, honey, I cut you off. Stop
You were
lying.
really there for her, so I understand.
I got tired, you know, and then I did. I yelled at her. I yelled at her one
What else
day
is
because she
going
wasn't
on?
listening to me. I yelled at her one day because she wasn't listening to me. And I keep telling her, stay away, stay away. And I get these phone calls. I just had enough. I don't want the drama. I don't need the drama. So I stayed away from it. So I told you that day you and I were talking on the phone. She was blowing my phone up. She was going from me to you, from me to you. I said, could you please tell her I wish her the best. I wish no
You
harm.
did.
I just don't want to be involved anymore. And that's why I cut the line and that's where I stayed.
You did.
That's it. That's it. So she can say whatever she has to say. I don't care. I know the truth and she knows the truth. So
I mean, no wonder why Natalie never loved Mike. Like, I can't work with that.
I told you that's why she left.
Well, it's funny. Harita didn't text me about anything. So.
I can't, you know, I wouldn't be able to work with that. So,
Okay, Harita said that she was responsible for ending your relationship.
Oh my God.
no, she was. She did. Yeah, I'll give her that.
So that's all that's all I had to say on that. I don't bring her up. I don't say anything nasty about her. The day she went on Sherelle's way, I was on live. I got messages about she got beat up. I got so upset.
Well,
I actually
is this
left
the
my
first
live.
time, the second time, the third time, or the fourth time?
No, the last time, because Cooch is the one that DM'd me and she didn't know I was live. I was so upset, but I was gonna call. I said, no, I'm not calling because I don't want to get involved in the drama anymore. And it took everything I had, but I was sick to my stomach when I saw her face. That was it. I can't get involved in all of that no more. I can't, and I won't. So that's my stance on it. So,
and you know what? Sherelle told me, oh, I can't deal with Harita. And then what happens the day after? Like, she gets beat up by Vinny for like the umpteen time. Guess who's live on Sherelle's way? It's her, and Sherelle wouldn't even put her on Sherelle's World. Like, that's how she works. She wouldn't even put her on Sherelle's World. She put her on the backup channel, talking about.
Sherelle said that she cannot have her on her channel because she is a loose cannon, and I don't want to deal with any of her BS. That is what Sherelle told us. That's why she was always on the other channel. So
I just feel bad.
Listen, everyone has the right to choose whatever they want to do, yada yada. But you know what? You choose to go down the wrong path, then you're gonna eventually walk down the right path. And that's all it is. You have to learn your own battles yourself. That's all it is.
So I'm just like, that's all I have to say about that. And I don't want, I feel bad for anybody that goes through that. And I know my aunt went through it. I personally never went through it. And I know it takes a long time, but I just can't be around that. I mean, it's not that around, I just don't want to be in that drama. I just can't.
And I feel bad for Harita because, like, you know, I do. I'm going to be honest.
I do. I really do.
I feel bad for her. Like, you know, when you love somebody, you know, we're all outsiders looking in. Like, you know, when anybody has marital problems, your friends will tell you, you can't, you know, screw him.
Stay out of it.
You know,
but stay out of it.
You know, it's your life and it's your decision. And if you love somebody, then you go back to them. But you know, the fact that like Sherelle brought her up on Sherelle's way, wouldn't even bring her up on our main channel. I mean, if that's not telling, I don't know what is.
Well, I'm not speaking on her friendship. I don't know, but I know how I stand and where I stand. So, but guys, I'm actually, I didn't mean to be on this long. And John, I want to thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
I've been looking. I don't see any more questions for you. Everybody, I appreciate you. And God knows I've never had all these people in my chat. Lord have mercy. I was trying to keep up.
How many people are in the chat now? I can't tell.
402. It actually got up to 480 something, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't keep up with all of this. But and I try to go through and I try to put everybody's comments up. And guys, I'm sorry if I missed some of your comments, but then I just started looking for questions for John. So I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. I really, really do. And I feel a lot better. I'm serious. My hands aren't shaking. So I just had to get that off my chest and say what I had to say. So, and I didn't mean any disrespect to anybody. I was just going by what I saw.
Before we leave, did you want me to play the audio one more time, Heidi? I'm
No.
I'm checking. Oh, okay.
No, we are good. Okay.
You sure?
Heidi, I want you to plug your bonnets and coffee with Gary
Oh,
Thursday mornings.
yes. Okay, I'm so sorry. So every Thursday morning, I do bonnet and coffee with Dear Yvette on Dear Yvette Says. And it's like 30 to 40 minutes. And we just talk about the latest reality news blurps and stuff. And she'll throw them up on the screen. And then she'll get my reaction, or we'll just debate about what's going on. So it's fun. We actually have little cute mugs. She's ordered the embroidered bonnets, and that's a tribute to Monique, who's talking about people in their bonnets when people are being killed every day on a goddamn street. Today, 3 people were killed in a motel in Houston, not even a good 20 minutes from me, and I live in a really good part. So people are dying every damn day. People are getting dragged out their cars, and you weren't, but people wearing bonnets in a fucking store or in the airport. Who cares? That's all I have to. Look, I'm getting upset. Look, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, John.
Yeah, no. Good night. Oh my God, I can't. Good night, everybody. I can't with you.
Oh, Daddy.